Hello everybody, Galarian Sangvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In this episode, we're gonna go out and... well, first off, I'm thinking one step ahead. First off, we need to go see the mayor to find out more about the Calorex's loyal steed. The mayor's not at home at the moment. He went to have a look at the fields and Giant's bed. You can go look for him if you're in a hurry. The fields in Giant's Bed are to the southwest of the village. Go through Frost Point Field and just keep going to the left. Interesting. So the mayor is not at home, so we gotta go to the fields in order to go find him. Now, something I want to bring your attention when you're leaving Freezy Tun. Make sure you're leaving from this direction. What interesting looking things on the ground. They look like footprints. Yes, there they are. These are exactly what I was looking for. I knew my hypothesis was spot on. Wait, Donnie? What are you doing in a place like this? What are you doing here? I keep asking myself that exact same question. If I'd known it was going to be this cold here, I would have thought things through a bit more. But here I am, stuck in the Crown Tundra, trying to learn more about a group of Pokemon. There are some Pokemon that prefer places where there are no people. You see, Pokemon that chose to live in isolation. The Crown Tundra here is just a place for that sort of Pokemon. If my theory's correct, I think a certain trio of legendary Pokemon could be lurking somewhere in these lands. Unsure my theory's not wrong. If you want some proof, then look there. See those footprints? So what are these footprints? We found evidence of the Iron Will's Pokemon. That's 2% of the data needed to track it. My theory is that legendary Iron Will Pokemon, the Cavern Pokemon, and the Grassland Pokemon are all somewhere out here in the Crown Tundra. And there's evidence like this scattered all over the place that leads us to them. If we can find more evidence and collect 100% of the data needed to track these legendary Pokemon, then I bet we can use my Pokemon Finder to figure out what habitats they are living in. But this place is wicked cold, and it's putting me in hibernation mode. Are you planning to stick around here for a while, Donnie? Think you could try and spot more evidence like this and report it to me when you find it? I'll reward you for your hard work, of course. I'll be waiting in that house there, so I can stay warm and cozy and maybe feel my fingers. So that I can grip a pen and write, of course, since I'll be working so hard on my research. So this has opened up a new side quest to us. In order for this to unlock, you first have to beat the game, and I believe you have to complete the armor story, I think, in order for her to appear, as Hop mentions that she went to somewhere cold. But this opens up a new side quest, and it's actually a more interesting side quest. Basically, we have to find the footprints of the Swords of Justice. Here we can find a focus slash. Throughout the Crown Tundra, in certain locations, there are footprints of each member of the Swords of Justice. We need to find these footprints. Like right here. Here's the footprints of the Grassland Pokemon. I think is it Vizion? Is the Grassland? Anyway. Now the footprints, you may be thinking, oh no, this is exactly like the Diglett quest in Isle of Armor. No, it is not. For example, while you need to find 150 Digletts to complete that quest, each member of the Swords of Justice, you need to find only 50 of the footprints of each Swords of Justice in order to locate where they are. So you don't need to find 150 of each footprint. The footprints are not. The one downside is that the footprints are not in preset locations. They randomly spawn on throughout your time in Crown Tundra. But because of this, the footprints are a little bit easier to find, as you may revisit an area and it may now have footprints that didn't exist before. Secondly, they don't try to hide the footprints. The footprints are easy to find locations. By the way, here's a rare Pokemon you can find very easily in this DLC, Stonejourner. But yeah, the footprints are very easy to find. Not to mention, when you are looking for them, when you look for them on the ground, they are very, very noticeable. You have to be outright blind to miss them. The footprints are in a decent shape, and of course the quick ball doesn't work. The footprints are in a decent shape, they're brightly colored, so they're going to attract your eye's attention no matter what. They're just simply very easy to find compared to the Diglets, where I've not even shown off that side quest because I'm debating, because I don't want to show off collecting all 150 Diglets. Let alone, I don't know if I want to show off the rewards of that side quest because you just get given Pokemon. I may do it or may not. I'm debating on that. But simply put, Pokemon are easier to find. These Pokemon's footprints are easier to find. By the way, there's something we're going to be tackling in the next episode. These footprints are much, much, much easier to find. And they're not jerks about it either. They're not going to hide it in tall grass. They're not going to try and hide it underneath flora and fauna. They are generally out in the open or right next to a wall of some kind. So they're pretty easy to spot. Also, I will pull up my map so that way you can get a general idea where to find the footprints. The Grasslands Pokemon, footprints can be found anywhere in the Giant's Bed. The Iron Wheel Pokemon footprints can mainly be found in the Roaring Sea Caves and the Frigid Sea. And the Cavern Pokemon can be found in the Lakeside Cave and the Dia Tree Hill. These are the locations you want to go looking for the footprints. You can find these footprints in other locations in the Crown Tundra, but these three major locations are where you're going to mainly find most of the footprints. So if there's a Swords of Justice member footprints who you've yet to complete and you're having a hard time finding those footprints, go to those areas that I've mentioned to you and just explore until you get 100% data. We get a crackled pot. I'm probably not going to show off collecting all the footprints on screen. I'm probably going to get them off screen at some point. But again, these footprints are pretty easy to find. So as long as you're paying attention to the ground and you're checking the open and also any walls, you're bound to find all the footprints. And again, they randomly spawn because it's implied the Pokemon is constantly moving around. So you have so you're bound to find the footprints no matter where you go. Alas, this field is no good either. The soil is barren, no crop could possibly grow here now. Perhaps the lands of the Crown Tundra truly are beyond hope. What's this? Oh, dear visitor, what brings you here? You want to learn about the royal steed, the loyal steed of the King of the Bountiful Harvests? Well, this is hardly a place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freezeton. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth, after all. Please visit whenever you're ready. I'll be waiting. And here we get a little bit of story. Let's read it. January 2nd. Long before the ruffians had been sent to its knees, he to the king and became its loyal steed. Our people's faith in the king grew firm and unwavering. Our ancestors built a temple around the sacred sapling on top of the tall mountain to give the king a worthy home. Moreover, they crafted a set of reins to let the king command its proud steed with ease. So those you can get a little bit more backstory on Calyrex and the Crown Tundra in general. I'll show those off if I can remember where they are. Let's see, there's a berry tree. I don't think you find any items. And we get ambushed by Durant. Not interested in fighting you, Durant. So let's explore the giant's bed and see if we can find more footprints. Just to give you an idea of what footprint hunting is like. And also, you can be very lucky and find like 4 or 6 footprints all together. Either just by where you check. Again, this is more fun and entertaining than the Diglett hunting, where you need a guide to know where all the Diglets are, because some of the Diglets are hidden very clever, and because of their 3 strands of hair, they could very, very, very easily be missed. Unlike the footprints, where the footprints are decently sized and also brightly colored to catch your eye's attention. We get a mint. We get the Sire? However you say this item correctly. A box packed with tremendous amounts of electrical energy. It's loved by a certain Pokemon. If you give that to Electabuzz and trade it, it will evolve into Electivire. We get a root. We'll get to the root of all this. But yeah, if you're looking for footprints, like, look high and low, and always look at places that you've previously explored, because more footprints may have spawned. Use to compels the target to keep using this move. It's encored for 3 turns. And by the way, there are more footprints than what you need. The game's always spawning in footprints, so you can always have enough footprints to complete the quest. This den is an interesting den. This doesn't seem to be anything in the den. You cannot throw wishing stars into the den, so you cannot activate it. I'm not gonna show off what you can do with that den, but I will explain later on how you can get it to work. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna find any footprints up here. Let's keep going for a little while. Big mushroom. But also Aerodactyl. Again, another fossil Pokemon you can find and capture. I will point out that if you're looking for the Grassland Pokemon first, it is the hardest of the 3 to find because the giant bed is so huge, its footprints are so spread out. So you could be looking for a while for the footprints, which is why that I may go to a point where I can basically off-screen them. You'll also occasionally find footprints of the other Swords of Justice, even though you're not in their respective area. Generally, you'll find their footprints if they're going into an area that goes into the area they inhabit. So let's get more of those Grassland footprints. Oh, I forgot, they do hide it underneath some of the foliage, it's just they don't do it very often. Because I mainly remember most of the footprints being out in the open. And they don't try to hide it like they do with the Diglets. We're getting more mints. And tiny mushrooms. Sweet, a revival herb. Not like I'm going to use it. Because I do not like using herbs. Those are going to be a last resort kind of thing. As you can see, we're already at 32%. Finding the footprints is super easy. Also, I think you can find some very rare berries up here in the tundra. So if you're planning on cooking a bunch of stuff, it's useful. Mag bars. I see more footprints. 36. 38. Nice yummy energy root. Also, here's Dracopult, another rare Pokemon in the main game, but super easy to find its evolution line here in the tundra. So again, a lot of rare Pokemon that it's hard to find in the main game are easy to find here in the tundra. A spell tag. An item held by a Pokemon, its signature eerie tag that boosts the power of ghost type moves. We're not using ghost type Pokemon, so... But we get a much more better item, Shadow Ball. Pretty good for almost any Pokemon. Oop, I saw the hidden item. What's the hidden item? A bag of Stardust. Now, what does this stone has to say? November 30th. Green flourished once more around our village, and rich soil began to spread. The vast land lay open for farming once more. The village folk began to call the visitor a king in appreciation. Our village had long been plagued by a ruffian that ran rampant throughout the fields, devouring crops as it pleased. But the king, in its full power, suddenly spoke to us in our tongue, vowing to rein in the ruffian. And I probably butchered that sentence. Here we have a cemetery. We can get a Pokédoll. I don't know why a doll is here in the cemetery. And a Soup Bell. And also we pick up a Peachy Berry, which I presume was left there by the grave. Don't know if that's the smart thing to do. I'm seeing more footy prints. 40%. 42%. 44%. I'm not even over with the episode and we're already at 44%. Trust me, this is gonna go a lot more faster in the other two areas because they're much more or easier to find. Yeah, so much here in the tundra, and you can already see some of the many Pokemon you can find here. Like Aldinos. A lot of good Pokemon here to find. Too bad the area doesn't scale, so if you're planning on using them in the main game, that's gonna be a little hard for you. And they're mainly here so that way you can complete your decks and also get these Pokemon. But I think we've done enough exploring today. We're already about 50% on our footprints. So that's pretty cool. So in the next episode, we're gonna check out what that temple is over there. See you all then.